What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Savagelands. Team captain checking in. Very un-okay Anto. Oblique kick Anto. Mama, there stands that man and there goes that man. All things considered, doing good, doing great, doing fine, doing well. How are you? Category form store. Can't take Anto out. Getting sued. Can't take Anto out. The universe. Not going to stop Anto. Simply unstoppable. You cannot stop me. Let's get into it. UFC 307, Delta Center of all places, Salt Lake City, Utah. Let's work. High altitude, low loyalty is business as usual. Let's get it. So, kicking things off, we got Court McGee and Tim Means. We're going to start right in the welterweight division. UFC 307, early prelims 6:30, prelims 8 o'clock, main card 10 p.m. Now, with that being in Utah, it's going to be 2 hours behind the East Coast, so understand that. Boom, 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 boom. Now that we're all on the same page, back to the welterweight division. Court McGee versus Tim Means. 2-3 in the last 5 for McGee. 3-2 in the last 5 for Means. 22-13 for McGee. 33-16 for Means. I like both these guys. Honestly, I love both of them. Both of them have a great record. Both of them have great strength of schedule. Both of them do everything good. They have their pros. They have their cons. Both of them, like, they're workers, dude. What you want me to say? Both of them are workers, bro. They will fight anybody. But my heart goes with Court McGee. I love Tim Means. I hate that they make me do this. But my heart goes with Tim McGee. Court McGee. See, Tim Means, Court McGee. Messing up already. My heart goes with Court McGee. Tim Means is a good dude. I love watching Tim Means work, but it goes with Court McGee. I'm sorry, y'all. So, moving from the first heartbreak of the night, we're going to move right into Carla Esparza in the strawweight division. Carla Esparza at a plus 155 versus Tisha Pennington at a minus 175, 13-7 for Tisha Pennington. T. Pennington. We have two Penningtons on the card tonight, and 20-7 for Esparza. Now, plus 155 is horse crap because I watched Tisha Pennington versus, she was Torres then. I want to say Torres so bad, but she's a Pennington, so forgive me. Like, I watched Tisha Pennington versus Mackenzie Dern, who is not a real high-level wrestler, but she has amazing jiu. Oh, my goodness. It's amazing to watch her work on the ground. With that being said, Carla Esparza's wrestling in her tank, she's going to drown Tisha Pennington. Tisha's a dog, don't get me wrong, but there's no getting from under Carla. You have to be a special trooper to get from under Carla Esparza. And I think this is on her farewell tour as well. So I got Esparza by decision on that one. Sorry, Tisha fans, but she's going to get drowned. Next, we're going to go light heavyweight division. Ryan Superman Spann, 21-10, 3-2 in the last 5, versus Ovince St. Preux. 2-3 in his last 5 for St. Preux. Not sure of his exact record. I didn't really look a lot into him. Like, I like Ovince. He's a left-handed sniper that has big knockout power that carries late into the fight. He's had an awesome strength of schedule. He's been in there with the likes of John Jones and others like that. With that being said, I have to go with the athleticism and just the new blood of Ryan Spann. Because Ovince is there. Don't get me wrong. If Spann gets greedy or he gets lazy or he gets sloppy, he goes to sleep. Ovince will do that to you. He'll do that to you. But I think the experience that Spann has now, especially with like the knockouts that he has on his record now, I think Spann gets it done. I think it's a decision, but I still think Spann gets it done. As long as he's mindful that Ovince is a southpaw and a knockout artist, Spann should get that done, no problem. Which brings us into the middleweight division. Cesar Almeida, 5-1 in his last 5. I think in the promotion, actually. Versus Ior Potieria, 20-6, 4-1 in the last 5. I wanted to go with Ior for experience and everything in MMA wrestling and stuff, but if he does not secure a takedown this fight and pretty much do what Roman Kopylov did to Cesar Almeida in this here middleweight division, he's going to bed. Good night, Irene. He's going to bed. Cesar Almeida. Then we have women's strawweight, Rodriguez versus Luciendo. 3-2 in the last 5 for Rodriguez, 17-4 in overall, 4-1 in the last 5 for Luciento. Not a lot in the promotion to go off of. I'm gonna go with Rodriguez for strength of schedule, people she's been in there with. Now she hasn't been able to win the big one yet, the Jessica Andrade and stuff like that, but she does have knockouts over Michelle Waterson and the decision win over Waterson and stuff, and those things like that. So she does have some experience in there with some high level people actually. So look out for that. So I'm gonna go with her eking out of decisions. I know it's a really decision heavy PPV, but it could go differently. This is just how I'm seeing in my head. So next is one of my favorite ones in the welterweight division. After that fight, there's going to be Stephen Wonder Man Thompson, 17-7, 3-2 in his last 5, versus Joaquin Numansa Buckley. I think it's 19-6, 3-2 in his last 5. Unfortunately, I got Buckley going to sleep within 2. Now, Buckley's explosive. He has good wrestling. He has good power. I just don't think he's going to be able to manage that distance against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Wonder Man Thompson, who's been doing that. He's been doing this forever. He teaches it. He breathes it. Nicest MF forever. Stephen Wonderman Thompson getting a big KO over Joaquin Buckley, solidifying him staying in the top rank, probably turning him into the new gatekeeper of that division. Sorry, Wonderman. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't cancel me. That brings us right into the main card. The main card is Roman DeLince and Kevin Holland in the middleweight division. 13-3 for DeLince, 26-11 for Holland. And what I'm going to say is I think DeLince gets this done. I think he just grinds Kevin out of there. Unless Kevin finds a big right hand or a lucky sub, DeLince just outworks him. Kevin's good. I love Kevin. I love watching Kev fight. I'm not changing up on Kevin. I would pick Kev. It's just, I think overall when it comes to this MMA like wrestling and stuff, DeLince is not going to be deterred by the trash talk and the, come on, let's fight. He's going to stick to the game plan. And that's, he's just going to out-game plan Kevin. I hate to say it, but that's pretty much what it's going to be. And that's going to bring us into Ketlin Vieira and Kayla Harrison. Probably the biggest underdog on the card for Vieira, 3-2 in her last 5 at plus 555, 14-3 and 17-1 for Harrison, minus 755 for Harrison. I have Harrison by first round KO. It's just a size difference, man. Like, Harrison's a gigantic woman. Like, she's in shape, bro. Like, I don't understand how she makes the weight sometimes, but she does. Kudos to her for being a professional. Like, Kayla Harrison by KO. TKO, doctor stop. Somewhere in that area. Which is going to move me right along to the bantamweight division. In my man's, the King of Rio, Jose Aldo is back. 32-8, 3-2 in his last 5 versus Mario Batista. 4-1 in the last 5, 14-2 in the career. I'm always gonna pick the King of Rio in a fist fight. So what my dude told you thought the Butcher was gonna lose to a French dude in a fist fight. I'm always gonna pick the King of Rio in a fist fight, especially at the bantamweight division. So Jose Aldo getting it done probably by decision. I could see him getting a knockout, but probably decision. Which brings me to the bantamweight division. Tisha Pennington's partner, Raquel Pennington, 5-0 in the last 5, minus 168 on the in the bookies. Betting odds 16-9 in her career. She is the women's bantamweight champion versus the previous women's bantamweight champion. The underdog of all underdogs, Juliana Pena, plus 145, 12-5 for Pena in her career. I have Pena absolutely stomping Pennington, bro. Pennington's not built like that. We watched her quit in the Nunez fight. We watched her with Silva go the distance and really leave it all in the cage. And Juliana is just gonna come forward and keep pounding you and pounding you and pounding you and pounding you until you quit. Juliana by Red Rum. Easy money. Which brings me to very special. Watch this. Very, very special. Poatan versus Khalil Roundtree. Now, this is a treat. Poatan versus Khalil Roundtree is a treat. And because it's such a treat, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about Khalil Roundtree versus Poetan. And since it's such a treat, the kaiju is here. It's such a treat the kaiju is here. Who do you have, Roundtree or Poetan? Poetan? We're going Poetan. Well, he's going Poetan. I already clicked Roundtree. Heard it first from the Savagelands. Mama, there goes that man in the kaiju. Poetan, left hook victory. Let's go. Shout out Steven Toast, man. We miss you guys. Shout out to the sponsors. NVStreams.com for all your viewing needs. And also, since it's Poetan fight week, we got the kaiju something, man. The kaiju been needing fight stuff, man. So, fight week Poetan, the kaiju is officially Team Poetan. Thank you for violence. And we will see you next time in the Savagelands. Mama, there goes that man. Very un-okay Anto right now, but it's always okay Anto, oblique kick Anto. See you on the next one.